I'm Dr. Sharon Schutz, and I'm here today with Carl Casey. He is the constable from Precinct 3 and has been for a number of years, and he's ready for your vote again. Welcome today, Carl. I'm looking forward to this election mostly being over.
Me too.
I bet you are. So tell us, Carl, a little bit about Carl Casey. I know that a lot of people here in Trinity County know you, but there's some that don't, and some that are going to be your constituents and the people that you're going to serve.
Well, my name is Carl Casey. I was born and raised in Trinity. I was the first baby born in the new Trinity Hospital in July the 30th, 1949. And I have been associated with Trinity all my life, all my 70 years. And I've been Precinct 3 Constable for this is my 8th year. And I'm running again, and I would appreciate your vote for this upcoming election and your support, because I want to make Precinct 3 the best precinct in Trinity County. However, I, as a constable, help every agency, whether it's the police department, sheriff's department, or whoever, with law enforcement. And the constituents mean a lot to me in my precinct and in Trinity County.
All right. I know I've seen when things are going on and there's something serious, you guys do all pull together, the sheriff's department, the city police, the constables, the game wardens, and it's awesome to watch our law enforcement. In fact, I'm very, very proud of our law enforcement in Trinity County.
Me too.
When we moved here, there was some crime, and there still is. There's crime everywhere, but I've seen such a difference in the last 6 to 8 years since Woody's been sheriff and since you guys have been in there. So tell us what brought you to the constable office in Trinity County.
Well, whenever I retired from Wyndham school system, Mr. Reynolds was the constable then, and he asked me when I was working in Houston County, would I come down here and join the constable's department. I had no idea what the constable's department did, but it sure didn't take me long to figure it out.
Yeah.
I worked with Mr. Reynolds until he died, and I went back to work for TDC for a pretty good while after that, and so people like Julian Westlow asked me to run for constable, and that's how I got involved in. Or got even interested in running for constable.
Yeah.
And then when Mr. Reynolds died, well, I ran and I won. And then 4 years ago, I ran again and I won. And I'm running for my 3rd term, and I would appreciate a vote from everybody that in Precinct 3.
As a constable, what all do you do? I know you do law enforcement. I know you stop people in traffic if necessary and write tickets and whatever. You're also a bailiff, and what all are your responsibilities?
Well, above all, I'm a certified peace officer. I have a master peace officer's license, and my duties are to bailiff court for my JP. I can help other JPs bailiff their court. I also serve warrants. I serve evictions. Anything that the judge needs me to do, I do it.
Right.
And I can also go out and help the city police because the chief of police and his people are restricted to the city, and the sheriff and his deputies are restricted to the county, and the constable's office can go to both of them, or one county. Either way from Trinity County, we can go and serve people in those areas.
I thought that was kind of interesting when you told me about that the other day, that that you're not limited to, well, you're precinct 3 and and Mark Cole is precinct 2 and you can't cross over. I know you're always helping one another. I mean, I know
Right.
Mark does a lot of different things, but I know a lot of times when you see one, you see 2 or 3 of you there
Right.
together. But that was interesting to me that you could go outside of the county and go to the outside counties that touch our counties?
Yes.
Okay.
The sheriff's department and the police department cannot do that.
Right.
They are restricted to this county
Yeah.
and to the city.
So tell us about your family. Of course, we know Sharon. Everybody knows Sharon. She's kind of visible wherever she goes, and people know her. But I know you got grandbabies, and I know you have kids, and that come and visit. And tell us about your family.
Well,
And how long you been married? All the good stuff.
I married Sharon, and she married me September the 20th of 1980. That was the best thing I ever did in my life.
I agree with that.
Besides receive the Lord as my Savior. And we had 2 boys. We got 1 boy left. He's not a boy, he's a man. He's got a family.
Grandchildren. You have 4 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren.
Correct.
Awesome. There's
they-
nothing like them, is there?
Not at all.
No, there's
Yeah.
not. When
No.
my oldest one was born, I've never been much of a baby person, but I would literally walk by and pick up his picture off of the television and kiss his picture the first 2 weeks after he was born. It was that bad. I had it bad. And those babies are something else. They're worth whatever we got to do.
Well, women do that, but men very seldom do that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they have you wrapped around that little finger and just
Pretty tight.
pretty good. I know how that works. Anyway, absolutely awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to seeing how things work out, and good luck with the election. And thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with me.
Well, thank you for having me.